They claim they've got the largest hammerhead shark in the world here.
Check out that gift shop.
Honey, are you all right? What has got you so spooked? Okay, I'll just have to add that to the list of questions. Don't worry, we're here for you. Now, let's get some tickets.
Oh.
Tommy, what are you doing?
Trying to walk like a fish.
Oh, honey, fish... Ow! Oh, honey, fish don't walk like that.
Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Welcome to a walkthrough of Octodad, a Dadliest catch.
Smells fishy.
Now we are going to have to watch out for these biologists. When they catch us, yeah, then we're in a lot of trouble. So if they do spot us,
Hello there.
the blue bar, the purple bar is going to go up really, really quickly. So we do need to stay out of sight there. I'm just going to grab my ticket. You can actually just push straight in. The rest of the crowd won't like you for it, but you can just push straight in and get a ticket a little bit quicker. They're going to start booing me in a second, but that's all part of the game. It's not going to affect my my purple rating at all, so that's fine. There are a few ties here, and we're going to collect them all. There's two that we can collect in this episode. The first one, we need to climb up this ladder, and it's actually really, really tough. So yeah, we've got to get up this ladder. We're going to walk along the top of the roof, and we're going to find the rainbow tie up the top here. So it's really tricky, especially with these legs that are just so wobbly. It's hard to get up this ladder, but yeah, I'm gonna get there. If you just go up kind of one or two steps at a time, you should be able to do it. And there's another really tricky part once we get up to the top as well, so I'll show you that in a second. But what I might do is actually just stop the video here. I'll pause the video and get it going again when I do actually get up the top and am successful, just because it is really tricky. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually grabbed this this box with me. I was hoping that it was going to help with a bit of leverage. I could stick it up the top and maybe block up the gap, because there is, if you look once we get up the top, there's a bit of a gap between this ticket booth and the part of the roof that we need to walk on. And I thought maybe I could stick this box in there in the gap, but it didn't really work out for me. But I managed to get across anyway, which you will see in a second. So as I said, there are a couple of ties that we can find. There's 3 ties actually in the Aquatic Fun Centre. There's 2 that we can pick up kind of right away, and the third one you actually need to do, you need to pick up as you go through the storyline. So we'll get to that one probably in the next episode or the one after that. We'll see how we go. But yeah, there are 2 that we can grab, one before the turnstile, and there's one after as well. So we'll do both of those in this episode. Now this gap here is such a big stretch, it's really hard to get across. It may take you ages to figure out how to do it, but if you kind of swing your legs away from where you need to go and then swing them towards, you can actually just get a little bit further, because Octodad does kind of act like a bit like a rubber, a bit like an elastic band. So if you stretch him one way, then he stretches kind of pretty far the other way. So you got to walk along here. Now it's a really slender gap here, so you do have to be very careful, and obviously there's not a lot of height here as well, so I'm kind of almost leaning over the edge here with just my feet on. It's a really tough tie to get, this one. So once we've worked our way around the corner, I actually do need to walk across this little bridge up here, and it is a very thin bridge, as you can see. So I almost fall off here, but I do manage to make it across eventually. So yeah, so gathering the ties is probably the hardest part of the game, actually. The going through the game is hasn't been too difficult. up until now. It's been a lot of fun, and it has been a lot of fun trying to get Octodad to just make the movements that you want. It's pretty hilarious the way he walks. But the tie section of the game is really tricky. They put them in these really odd, crazy locations. So I don't know what the tie is doing up here. Don't know how it got up here, right in the back corner. You can probably see it right now. The little blue dot over in the distance, right in the furthest part you can possibly imagine. That's where we need to go to. So luckily I did manage to get across here, and the other good thing about going this way is we do actually avoid the biologists. Although I will need to go back and grab my ticket anyway, so I guess I'm going to have to avoid the biologists again anyway. But yeah, we're going to grab this tie here. I think it's the rainbow tie. Let's have a look. There we go. So that's the first tie of 3 in the Aquatic Fun Centre. And as I said, we're going to collect the first 2 in this episode. The third one we do need to wait until we progress a little bit more with the storyline. So you can just make your way here through the kind of tourist spot, the gift centre. I'm just trying to put this little thing on my head here. I thought it might work, but this one doesn't fit on my head. There are a couple of other hats that we can actually wear. I think there's a jellyfish hat and a one of those Is it an anglerfish? I think it's an anglerfish hat. So there's the jellyfish hat and the anglerfish hat. So I'm going to just grab one of these. I'll grab the anglerfish hat and stick that on my head. There we go. Just get into the theme of this aquatic centre. Now I did drop my ticket. Now what I think happens is that if you do drop your ticket somewhere, it does actually go back to the central spot, the ticket office. There's this little information centre here as well, so you can get a little bit of information about the different parts of the aquatic centre, and you also can have a look at the map. We are going to be going to the Amazon arcade up in the left-hand side there. That's the first spot we'll be going to. And at this stage, I'd spent so long climbing up that ladder that I just couldn't be bothered with going through this this ticket centre. So as you can see, I'm just bumping into everything and making a big mess, and getting lots of purple bar as well. Getting my purple bar up quite a bit, but yeah, it took me literally 10 or 15 minutes to get that first tie. So I was a bit tired of playing along with trying to act like an ordinary human being. I think I bumped into this lady as well. There you go, I kicked that lady as well. Oh god. So anyway, through the gift shop, and we're going to have to put this ticket in the ticket machine.
Why are there so many different kinds of fish?
Now I do just notice the restrooms over here, and I'm just wondering if there is something interesting over here that we can find, but there's nothing here. It's just for aesthetics, just for the look of the game.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed actually that they did go to the trouble of creating this bathroom here, even though there is actually nothing to do in there, nothing that I can see anyway. But it's just there for the you know, for authenticity.
The newspaper thinks I should write about the big new Shark Tank. And while I'm here, I might as well ask the nice aquarium people about where their money goes.
Maybe the fish eat it.
That might as well be true.
Okay, so I've placed the ticket inside the ticket machine, and that should allow the turnstile to turn. So just going to have to squeeze your way through there.
Okay,
now there is another biologist that we're going to have to hide from. So I'm just going to go behind him here. This employee's only door is locked, or we can't get in anyway. Now this biologist is really tricky. He will start to spot you once you start going up the stairs, as you can see. So you've got to get up really, really quickly, otherwise your purple bar is going to go all the way up to the top. So once you're about halfway up though, you should be fine to continue up the rest of the way without worrying about him.
Alright, let's go.
So once we get up to the top, as you can see, everybody disperses and they go in different directions. So we need to go and find them again. There's one of them, our lovely wife, is at the Amazon arcade. I think someone else is also in the world of kelp. We are going to go into the Amazon arcade first, but before I do that, I'm just going to grab the second tie. Now it's in the candy machine over here that this lady is having a look at.
I never knew the wonders all around.
So you may be able to see that there. There is a tie actually in the candy machine there. And I'm not going to pay any money because I don't think I have any money, but I'm just going to stick my hand in and I should be able to grab that second tie there. There we go. We have the shark tie, the second tie of the aquatic center. And that really, excuse me, and that really is all we can do out here at the for the time being. There is the third tie, which we'll pick up a little bit later in another episode. But we're going to run into the Amazon arcade, and we'll find our lovely wife over here, and we'll complete that in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again soon when we come back for the Amazon arcade.